All right, ladies and gentlemen, um, I'm making this video just to document my routine. Going to the gym, working construction, labor. I'm currently in an apprenticeship in a laborers union, building parking garages, working in a concrete manufacturing facility. So I'm going to document, share with you guys my routine with nutrition, diet, currently in a cutting phase. Um, I train. I was going every day to the gym. Wake up at 4:30, go to the gym at 5:30, and then head right to work. But that was putting a lot of stress on my body and on my mind. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't really taking care of myself. I was going hard and just wasn't working out, not making gains, losing strength. Making negative gains with fat, cleaning up my diet. I'm doing the peak diet now, so I'm consuming 170 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fats. And I get my sugars. I'll wake up when I go to the gym on my training days. I take 10 grams of creatine, biotin, zinc, vitamin D, vitamin B3. I take a brain supplement that has glutamine in it. So what I'll do is I'm doing a Dorian Yates style approach split. So I'll do back and biceps. Tomorrow I'm doing legs. I did back and biceps yesterday. And then I'll do legs, chest and triceps and shoulders. And then I'll do back and biceps with a day off in between. And depending on how intense the workout is, listen to my body. And it's a skill to learn how to listen to your body. So what I'll do, depending on how fast I recover from these workouts, is I'll take one day off. I might take two. I'll try to take naps. I work usually 8 to 12 hours a day. I'm going to be getting a lot of overtime. My job isn't really labor intensive. It's just more a lot of cardio, walking around. It's probably, like a 1,000-foot bay inside of this concrete manufacturing facility. I walk back and forth, lifting cables, doing this and that. So it's more of a cardiovascular endurance type job. It's not a lot of heavy lifting like construction and framing and lifting LVL boards and things like that of that nature. So I wake up 4:30, take 10 grams of creatine on training days. Take 10 grams of creatine every day, but on training days, every day, take my vitamins, take my creatine, take a teaspoon of raw honey, just so that the vitamins and the creatine has some sugar, so that the absorption rate and the efficacious dosages of these supplements actually absorb into my body better. On training days, I'll drink a coconut water, like raw coconut water, just to get some carbs in quick, eat some watermelon just to get some healthy sugars so I can have some glycogen stores before my workouts. After that, I'll usually be in the gym for like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on if I'm doing a strength day or hypertrophy days. Now, strength days, I'll focus on several movements like bench press, standing overhead barbell press, and deadlifts and squats. Hypertrophy days, I'll focus a little bit more on machines like dumbbells for biceps and skull crushers and things of that nature. Um, I get after it. So I'll go to work. My job isn't labor intensive, like I was saying, but for all you guys who are new to fitness in the gym, like myself, I've only been trained in jail when I was doing skid bids here and there. And I would just get after it doing calisthenics. And I want to go into the military. So in the next few months, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on cardiovascular endurance with running, biking, hiking, rock marches, vigorous calisthenic movements and exercises to build that strength and endurance for the military. But with natural bodybuilding, I don't take steroids. I won't say I never will, because I'll probably get fucked up when I go into the military with injuries, and growth hormone and things of that nature are proven to help these guys recover from these serious injuries, like getting shot and getting blown up, and a lot of insane stressful situations, which also can lead to lower testosterone from being stressed out and having adrenaline pumping through your veins all the time. But with natural bodybuilding, I feel like a lot of guys will get discouraged because they're not making gains faster, and everybody wants that fast, those fast gains. I'm an addict in recovery. I'm used to wanting the easy way out, but today I look for that suffering. I look for the journey, because the journey is what makes me a man. And just this whole routine of going every day, 7 days a week, recovery was severely inhibited because I'm overexerting myself at work every day. I like to work harder than everybody else. It's just me. I like taking shit to the next level. I'm trying to make a name for myself in this industry before I go into the military. Um, but going to the gym every day and doing these insane workouts is not, it's not going to build muscle. I lost strength, like I said. I cycled off creatine. I cycled off vitamins because I was short on money. Lost a lot of strength, a lot of size, and was just not doing good mentally. I was overexerting myself, sleeping 6 hours a night, going to the gym 7 days a week. It's like, what are you doing, man? You know? So with this new split, I feel like it's mainly based around not only building lean mass in an effective way, but also promoting recovery, because recovery is the biggest part of bodybuilding. A lot of people who are natural and getting into the gym, experiment, as non be not as non-optimal as you can possibly be. Do anything and everything you can. You got to learn, and myself included, just doing new things, trying different exercises, splitting up my workouts in a way where I try new movements and switch it up a little bit, just so I can really get into a niche of seeing what works for me, how my body responds to these certain movements, how my body recovers, how fast I recover from these workouts, diet, everything like that. So cleaning up nutrition also has been huge. There's vending machines in this construction break room. I stopped bringing my credit card because I kept buying sweets, and all these processed foods are straight up fucking poison. So um, I got the holy trinity: milk, watermelon, bananas, raw honey, chicken, broccoli, rice, lean proteins and carbohydrates that are healthy and good, instead of eating honey buns and things like that. It's just not, spikes your sugar, your blood sugar, A1C, hemoglobin, and consistently eating these things, it's going to deteriorate my body. And as a young man, I want to be as healthy as possible. And I want all you guys to be as healthy as possible. I think it's great that we have these communities where we can foster savagery and go into the gym. It's a beautiful thing. And we need that. Men need to be hard. Men need to be fit and strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. So my physical hygiene is based on these three days training. Tomorrow I'll do legs. Start with, I'm trying to bring my left side up to speed, so I'll do my left leg extensions, and then I'll superset that with squats. After that, I'll do leg press for one set. I do no more than 3 sets per exercise, and I really hammer down. So on top of that, recovery for legs also is a significant process, because we all know how intense leg training can be and how intense it needs to be, because the legs are an endurance muscle. That's what carries the body, and they need to be punished severely for them to grow, but also needs to recover significantly longer than any other muscle group, maybe except for like back and things like that, because I use my back a lot when I'm working, moving cables, picking up, you know, DAP plates for the stem mesh and in this concrete facility. But recovery is huge. I'll split my workouts between, like I said, strength and hypertrophy days. And not only on top of that, I'll switch it up week per week. So I'll do like yesterday, I did back, and I was focusing mainly on hypertrophy for my left side, because my left lat's kind of lacking in size. Not so much in strength, but kind of the cosmetic aesthetic look of, being full and balanced and looking bigger on both sides and having a well-rounded physique. That's something I'm really dialed in and focused on. So that's basically my routine. I hope this helped you guys in any way. For any guys that are working in construction and going in the gym, it does take a toll on the body, and going to the gym every day, I exhausted myself. I was sleeping 5-6 hours a night, taking it to another level, listening to a lot of David Goggins, trying to fucking stay hard. I just was not doing well. I was tired. I was not as sharp as I am. I was not as capable and efficient at work as I know I can be. So I had to take a step back. And Dorian Yates talks about this. If a Mr. Olympia who won 6 titles is saying you need to take a step back from the gym, even though he was taking steroids and various anabolics, listen, I mean, that's going to work for people who are natural. It's going to work wonders. I just think that whatever works for you, you've really got to dial in, be as, crazy as possible in the gym, do different shit, find out what works for you. And especially young men and guys who are in the labor industry and construction and working with your hands, got to dial it in, listen to your body. For me, it's been a little awkward. I really didn't dial in my nutrition the past year, but in the past month, I've really dialed it in, and I feel better. You know, eating clean things and you know, animal products. I'm just thankful for milk, and you know, you got to have something like that. Um, but yeah, like I said, listen to your body. Don't eat these processed poison foods and chips and things like that. And if you do, don't eat it as much. I mean, for me, being an addict in recovery, it's a little bit more difficult for me not to indulge in these vices. But at the end of the day, I just got to face the music. And, you know, as a man, I got to get where I need to be and where I want to be in life. I'm going to have to cut that shit out. So I hope this helped anybody. Thank you for all you guys watching my videos and subscribing. And I hope everybody has a good day. And I hope this information helped you in any way possible. So thank you.